So hey guys, welcome back to our CSS series. In the previous video, we were learning about the positioning of elements and how we can arrange elements and furthermore about CSS properties. But in today's video, we will be learning about the margin property, how it works, and how can we do some changes using linear gradient and furthermore. So without wasting time, let's go. Right? हाँ, ठीक है. So for that, let's come to our VS Code and put on some code. Okay. So for that, I will go on VS Code and I'll create a new file. I'll name it as margin because for the first topic, we will be learning about the margin of elements. Okay. So this is the margin. Now we'll create a basic boilerplate. So we will give it a basic boilerplate by using emit abbreviation. Okay. Now what I will do here is I will create a div. Okay. Inside this div, I will just give it, a basic class that is box. Okay. So I have given just a basic class. Now let's do one thing. We'll go to our style elements. And inside this style elements, what I will write here is, I will give it a width of, sorry, let's select our div that is box. Inside this, I will give it a width of 100 pixels and a height of 100 pixels. Okay. And what I will do here is I will give it a color, suppose red, so that you can better see it. Okay. Now let's go on a code and check how it's exactly is looking. Okay. So as you can see here right now, wait, I guess something might have happened. Check. Box, this class is fine. And what I have done here is box with. Okay. See, what exactly happened here is I have to give a background color, okay, instead of color. Why? Because here we are not talking about the text, okay. We are talking about an element like a box which we have created. So its background color will be red. See, right now it's situated right exactly towards left, but we want that it should have a margin, right? So what we can do here is we will give it a margin order. What this will do is will automatically shift our element towards between. Like if I will shrink it also, right? I'll see right now when I'm making it big, it's automatically adjusting itself towards the center, right? So you can see if I have made it absolutely short, it has still it is still in the center. So this is how our margin property works, right? So if you have any doubt, like you have to make some changes, you have to do some adjustments so that you can better understand. But still, if you have some doubts, then yeah, you can comment down. Now, let's move on further and understand what exactly are complementary colors. So, the colors, which is opposite towards themselves, like the colors, but when combining forms a gray color and they cancels out each other. Those colors are known as complementary colors. Okay. So let me tell you some of the complementary colors like red, red and green, and like blue and yellow. All these, these are all are basically our complementary colors. So now let's do one thing. We'll create another box. Okay. Let's do one thing. I have created another box. I'll name it as box 2. Okay. And whatever properties are written here, I will just simply copy paste it like this, and I'll change the color to like red, sorry, green. And what I have to do here, like if right now if you will see here, these a div is a block element, right? So it has arranged, like it will take whole way. So it has arranged exactly down. Now what I have to do here is I will write here div. I will give a class like, you know, div should be display should be inline block. Okay. So what it will do, like if you have understood or not, but I will tell you, it will align both the elements in the same places, just like this. Okay. And our margin property will not work on that, as I told you as before. To make that margin property work, we have to make every element to the block. But since it's inline, it will not work. So this is how our elements are, like these both are, the color, red and green. And if you want to learn more about complementary colors, just Google it. Okay, so you will get to know like what exactly is complementary colors. If you want, I will show you. Like you just have to do one thing is you just have to go on any of the search engine and you have to just search. Like I will search here is complementary colors, complementary colors. So what exactly is complementary color? Like yeah, you can see is red's opposite is green. Okay, blue's opposite is kind of orange. So these are all our complementary colors. You can learn more about these complementary colors by yourself or by using simple go here and then you go MDN references. If you want to learn more about that, you can simply click here and you will be reaching on some Mozilla website. There you can understand more about complementary colors. So moving on further on the topic, let's study about adjusting the colors of variable elements of complementary colors. Moving on to the further topic, actually what I have done here is I have skipped the tertiary color for now so that we can go below and we can learn more about the complementary colors. Okay. Now what I will do here is I will cover this tertiary videos later on the video. So let's begin on more about this one. So for that I will make a new file and I'll name it as complementary color.html. So this is a complementary colors.html, simple boilerplate. And after boilerplate, what I will do, I will make three things. Okay. Firstly, I will write h1 heading, a yeah, something else, which I'll name it as okay. I'll leave it like that. Okay. Or you can do whatever. I'll say good afternoon. Hmm. Then I will write a paragraph. 30. Now what I will do here is I will make two buttons. Like button number 1, sign in. Okay. And button number 2, that will be login. Something like that. So these are the two buttons, and after that button I can again create all these things, or I can again repeat all these things just like this. Copy, paste. So let's go and check how exactly it's looking right now. Hmm, hmm, yeah. So it's looking something like that, right? Like good afternoon and few content is written. Let's do one thing. Let's increase the amount of numbers. Instead of here, I'll write lorem 50. Similarly, I'll write here as lorem 100. Right? Now it will look little better. Yeah, you can see here it's looking a little fine. So now let's do one thing. Let's give it a little bit of styling, right? Let's put it like that way so that you can see live implementation, right? Like whatever code I'm writing, what that effect is happening in the code. So I will go here and here I will write our style tag just below our heading. Style. Inside this style, what I will do here is I will select my H1 heading and I'll write text align center. Yeah, see, it has aligned a text to the center. Okay, now I will give it border of 3 pixels, solid green, round gold. Yeah, uh, yeah, I think gold will work a little bit, right? Or let's do one thing. I'll write aqua. It should be little, pleasant for the eyes. Yeah, it's working kind of, right? Will adjust with it, or you can change it according to your convenience, right? It's looking something like that right now. For now let's do one thing. We'll give it a little more changes, is like, you know, over here and here. What I will do here is I will write one more, that is border radius 3 pixels, so that it should look little bit of curvy in nature. Yeah, it's looking fine a little more. And now let's come to our paragraph tag. Paragraph tag. Inside this paragraph tag, we'll give more stylings. Okay, like what should I do? I will write font family. I'll change its font family to sans serif. Okay, and what I will do, I will write here font size little more large. So this is how our code is looking for now, right? And similarly, I'll go for buttons. Inside our buttons, I'll write, let's check, see, whenever I am clicking on the button, nothing more likely is happening, right? So what I will say, text decoration, or sorry, like cursor, cursor, pointer. Yeah, see, it's looking like little cursor pointer, and background color, aqua. Mhm, that's not nice. Kind of. I'll write button, background color, or you can say just color, aqua. So if you guys are not understanding like what exactly I'm writing right now, right? So don't worry. Whatever I'm writing, everything will be explained in this whole course. Like just to do little bit of changing, I'm doing it, but I will be teaching all the things, whatever it's there in this particular code. Okay. So what I have done here is I have made a basic website kind of thing. Like it says good afternoon, then it has lorem ipsum, then it has some buttons, right? Now what I have to do here is, for this particular topic, we were about to adjust elements by using complementary colors. Okay. So what exactly complementary colors are, I have told you just right now. we have to just put some of the complementary colors. Like for the first paragraph, I'll give it a color of green. Sorry, you can say green. Hmm. I'll give it a green. Okay, and it's looking something some sort of like that. And for the heading, I'll give it a of color of red, so that it should be having complementary colors which cancels out each other. Okay, so this is how our website is looking when we are using complementary colors, right? Yeah, complementary colors can be used in different websites. Like many websites uses complementary colors, so this is a basic use of complementary colors. Further, if you want to learn more about complementary colors, then you can search on Google and something like that. And I will prefer this basic knowledge is enough. Let's move on to the further topic, that is creating a gradual CSS linear gradient. Okay, what exactly is that? Okay, so moving on further to another topic, that is using a CSS, or you can say creating a CSS gradual linear gradient. So what exactly is linear gradient? You might have seen in many of the websites like a little some sort of difference in the colors. How linear gradient is exactly expressed, it's by it is usually used in background property. Then we'll write linear gradient. Wait, I will show you what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, so it goes here, like you can see it says no background color. What I can do here is I'll write here uh, I'll write here background, and inside this background I'll write linear gradient. Okay, so inside linear gradients there is three things, or you can say basically mostly two things. First is the degree. Like if you write 90 degree, then the elements will start horizontal, that it will make from like that. And if you write 45 degrees, then it will come diagonally. So this is how color changes. So what I have to basically write, first I have to write degree, that is 90 degree. Dig will work fine. Then we have to write the colors like red, suppose, and then you have to write green. Okay, so this is how our linear gradient will be. Now let's go and check. See, you can see here, right? Like our code is how exactly it's looking. It's like it starts from red all the way to green. Well, let's do one thing. Instead of writing in the h1 tag, we'll give this to body. Body, and inside body we'll paste it. So what it will do, it will our full website will be having that sort of colors, right? You can see it. This is how a linear gradient works. Our full website has changed. If I will write here 45 degrees instead of 90, like wait a second, I'll write 45 degrees instead of 90. Then what it has happened, it's going diagonally, right? Like just like that it's going. But we don't want like that. 90-degree works, or you can say looks just fine. So 90-degree is the thing which we will be doing here, right? Now let's move on to the further topic, that is using a CSS linear gradient to create a stripped, or you can say stripped element, right? So what exactly is a stripped element? It will be like crisscross, crisscross. You might maybe have seen in some of the websites, but I guess mostly people doesn't use that. It doesn't look quite that much, inspiring. But what you can do here is you can use it. Okay. Now let me show you an example how it is written. So for that, instead of linear gradient, we have to write here repeating linear gradient. Okay. Inside this repeating linear gradient, we will write some of the things, that is again a degree. Okay, like 90 deg, that will be the same. If you want, you can change it, right? And except that you have to give a color. Like in my case, I have to give a yellow color. Okay, that will be around 10 pixels. Okay, and then I have to give some of the more colors. Like we'll give here red 30 pixels. The pixels and all it's completely depends on practice. Okay, like see, right now it's looking something like that. Like crisscross, it's showing now. The more I will be adding colors, the more it will be getting variations. Like suppose if I add here blue, uh, like 10 pixels again. Let's give it a 10 as well. Now let's check. See, it has become something like that. Wait, I have to do some adjustments, and it will be looking just see. So this is how, like, the more degree you will be giving, like more pixels you will be adding, the more color variation will be there. Like if I will give more pixels to yellow, yellow will be looking more. Like if I will give 50, exactly like 50 pixels, and it will be like cancelled out. Our blue will be getting the preference, right? Let's do blue 0 pixels and then see. It's you can basically play with that. Just I'm just teaching you all the topics so that you can understand about linear gradients. Mostly people refer it to use in their website, mostly doesn't. These things completely depends upon you. Now, what is our next topic? It is creating a texture by adding a subtle pattern in the background image. So what most people will do, they will, the pro players or the pro coders, they does make their background by using different properties. But some people does what, some people will just simply download an image and they will just attach an image in their website to look or to make it attractive. For that you can also do that. Like I'll write here a new file that is background.html. Inside this I just have to write a basic boilerplate. I have already actually downloaded some image here. See, this is the image that I can give texture of in my website. Okay. So just to give a texture, I'll copy it here and I'll paste it right here. So our images also came here. What I have to do here is I just have to give a background color. I will around back. So for that, what I have to do here is I will just do one thing. I'll go to the style tag. Inside style tag, I'll write background. Background. I'll write star says for more, like every elements. Star denotes that all the elements which is present, we are talking about that. Then background, then URL. Inside the URL, we'll write text 31.png, whatever it says, name or something like that. Copy path. I'll go for background. So what is happening here is this, instead of here, I'll just write like that. Okay. So what I have to do here is I have to do some changes like this. Then it will be working quite fine, right? Okay. So let's do one thing. I think this website will not attach. Right. So instead of using this URL, what I will do here is I will write backslash and this image. So our image is attached. Now let's open it with live server, and as you can see, our website has got a background color. So this is how we can align, or we can give a background color to our website. But for this course, we will be giving, or we will be doing some of the great projects. We will be giving a specific background structure or texture, whatever you say, for our projects. Okay. So coming on to another topic, that is using CSS transform scale property to scale an element on hover. Okay. What exactly this property does is, as I just now did, like, you saw that hover thing. What it will do here is, let me show you first. Wait, I should go to the code, and here I'll go to the colors thing, and I will just remove this gradient. Okay. Instead of gradient, let's see our button, where this button was, right? See, this button is here. What I will do here is I will write transform, and inside this transform I will use its scale property, and I'll write 2.0. So what it says is whenever I will hover on the button, it should be transformed. That means its size should increase twice. Let me show you, or by opening it live server. See, whenever I will hover on that button like that, it will transform and its size will be double. So this is how our transform property works. You can do more things, like you can you can go on paragraph, and below this paragraph I will write hover, and inside this hover then I will write transform, and I will write scale 1.5. Okay. So what it will do, whenever I will hover on paragraph tags, it will transform into 1.5 times. Like, see, like as soon as I'm hovering on it, I will go here. It's increasing its size. So this is how transform property works. Further on in the more videos, we will be learning more and more properties of transform. So don't worry. If you are having any doubts regarding these particular properties which I have explained today, do tell me. Okay. So coming to the topic which we left earlier, tertiary colors. So what is tertiary colors? See, three elements are there, like red, green, and blue. These elements are called primary colors, and the colors which are formed by mixing these colors are called as tertiary colors. Like, for example, if I will mix a little, shade of red and a little shade of green, the color which will be formed will be called as tertiary colors. Same as it with blue, and we can make infinite combinations by using these three colors. So this is what a tertiary color is all about. You can do all the things to change in the thing, like I will say, instead of red, I'll give it an orange. Orange is a tertiary colors because it's formed by mixing two colors, right? Let's check. See, now it has become orange. So you can play with it, and you can implement thousands of colors in it. All the things which I have taught, I think these all things will be clear to you. If you still have doubts, then do comment out, like, and share the video if you're liking the series. And I will see you in the next one. Till then, see ya, have a good day. And if you are having a doubt, then do comment out so that I can reply you. Till then, see ya, bye bye.